Definitely can carry all of this. Can sell some to the to Joshua Ground, but not really critical. Yoo-hoo! Do carry a lot of bullets right now. Currently just exploring the Honest Hearts while on the way to do some quests. What in hell, man, that anti-material rifle? The anti-material rifle is destroying your armor. Holy. How many did we pull here? Looks like there was like 5 of them. That was close, man. Close! These guys are armed. Joshua did mention they broke into an armory and all kinds of weapons. How's our limbs looking? It's all fucked, man. We're taking heavy damage here. You can see the armor is nearly destroyed. Yes, heavier armor slows down movement. That's The light armor gives you the most movement. If you wear anything more than that, it slows you down. You can also get the perk to move in fast and light armor. Oh, Joshua can repair our armor. What the hell, man? The projectile just goes straight through him. Yoo-hoo! He's a check. This is the North Fork Bridge. There's one more here, huh? What the hell? Shish kebab? God damn, man, these guys are armed. These are some massive bugs. A lot of food here. And if I find 5 of this, Snow Globe Zion National Park. Yeah, I got 5. Shipping error. Hi Mandy, this is Horace Applebaum out at the Zion General Store. I placed an order 3 weeks ago for the Deluxe Mountain Man all-in-one survival kits. You know, the ones that come with a compass, a pair of walkie-talkies and a full first aid kit. I'm writing to you because as of today, June 15, 2057, I still haven't received the shipment. I'm fresh out of the kits here. And with the summer tourist season picking up, I really need the new ones ASAP. Thanks. Horace. Bus tour. Dear Scoutmaster Mitchum, thanks for following up. You'll be happy to know that the little scout lunchboxes you ordered have arrived. You can pick them up from the general store when you arrive in Zion. General store is open Monday through Saturday, 7 AM till nightfall. We look forward to seeing you and your scouts on Independence Day. All the best, Horace Applebaum. Shipping problems again. Mandy, who the hell is running this shipping company? I've just received 3 crates of Dinky the Dinosaur, official licensed Dino Action dolls. These things were supposed to go to some tourist trap in Nevada. How the hell did they get here? Mandy, what the hell can I do with this stuff? Maybe if we file off the Dinky trademarking, we can turn them around as kitty souvenirs and make a few bucks. And I'm still looking at a major loss here. Whatever going on, your shipment department take care of it, or I'll find somebody else to handle my orders. I swear to God. Yours, Horace. P.S. I still haven't received that order of survival gear I requested last month. You know, things I can actually sell to people. The scorpion, you know. She's damaging these things. What the hell? Gosh, no. These things do massive damage. You know, guys, earlier when I was in the kitchen, I saw my brother at the laptop playing World of Warcraft. Undead Warrior in the Silverpine Forest, WoW Classic. Thinking it's back in 2008. God damn. Contaminated medical supply kit. This medical supply kit is mostly intact, but several sterile bandages have been broken open and disinfectant bottle is leaking. You could try to salvage what's there. You can find replacements for the contaminated components. Alternatively, you can use alcohol to sterilize the bandages. Salvage the place contaminated, sterilize. Salvage the medical supply kit. Yeah, we got this done as well. Like coffee. What do we have here for healing? Laturana. Laturana actually looks pretty good. We're basically collecting a gear for the mission. Pretty straightforward on these hearts. A little bit jibber jabber and a lot of shooting. And lots of exploring. They get hit me from that range. is the Ranger Substation Osprey. L did foiled. I've been playing Gwen today before Fall New Vegas. Nice to see rain, right? Locations around this place. Getting a lot of 9mm bullets, might as well use them. Zion Fishing Lodge. And they were taking better care of this place than the NCR soldiers did of the cantina. Bring supplies together to Daniel in the Narrows. The commands are in the title, English Cake, if you're still don't remember them. Exclamation mark ban list and the exclamation mark unbanned list. There's a lot of locations around this spot. We can also talk more with Joshua now, I think. Little water docks. Two more here. Well, I'm gonna explore every location, so we'll get there eventually. I don't know all of them by heart, no, don't remember every single one of them. But it's coming back to me. Wall docks. What, you don't like the chainsaw English cake? I don't hear you. What you said about a chainsaw? You need to speak louder. Use caps lock. He said he loves it. Ah, okay. Me too. It's a burial mounds. There's a couple more locations to this side here. Sorrow's camp is where we have to go talk to Daniel. East Fork Bridge. North Fork Bridge. Holy shit, those geckos are so fast. That would have been a dead guaranteed without the implant GRX. Holy shit, these guys. They just rush and doom, 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 doom. Dead. Holy shit, the damage in these things. Like how we loaded the game and we forwarded the time to the point where we were thirsty. Sometimes happens when you reload. More time passes than some random stuff. You do realize this more if using the mods that alter the hardcore values. Sometimes you just load and die. Lives remaining 2. The first dead hit was a gecko, man. Those geckos are nasty. They do such massive damage. That's what you get for using nothing but Maria and the chainsaw. Better use Maria. What are you talking about? Use more riot shotgun than anything else. Those geckos have such massive damage that if they just surprise out of nowhere and crit you, you're pretty much dead. As will be death claws for some reason. They might be ignoring damage thresholds. It's a big yellow now. Doing some random exploring before we continue with the quest. All you know that was there. I done this DLC like 6 times, I think. A life, you got it. 3 lives remaining. Regarding the extra lives, we have 1 life remaining and we die, it's over. Somebody adds the life in the next second, doesn't count. The guy in my guys. Made my peace with it. Geckos, man. Those things are so fucking fast. Look at the health in that shit. They'll still rush you down, you're dead. Nothing you can do very hard. What do we have here? With the Mantium Skeleton perk, your limbs only receive 50% more damage than normally would. Just 1 second. Heated deck might be the next one. Just a moment, guys. One moment. Much you have 2 open perks on? 3 even. 446, 48. What's this location here? Looks like we're close to it. Sorrow's Fork Campground. I forgot to check one thing. We got all the medicine skill books in Mojave. This location here, Sorrow's Fork Campground. And there is no challenge for honest hearts to get all the locations. But 35 Mojave, I think this one has 54. Maybe there is. Let's find the honest hearts is more exploring than anything. The enemies can be quite tough here as well. There's one location here. See the damage? What the fuck is that damage? I have massive health, man. What the shit? Oh boy. They're all of a sudden coming from everywhere. East Fork Breach. Yagway Cave. Looks like a 9mm. Be a 12.7 SMG. Creek Town. Okay, let's go talk to Daniel. The armor got wrecked, you know how much damage they deal. Flower Cave.
You are the one Joshua Graham sent to us. Blessings of the Father in the cave on you. Daniel is waiting for you.
Yeah, the rat shotgun is superior to the hunting shotgun. It's the ultimate shotgun. Because of the firepower and the capacity. What's your deal?
Waking Cloud is my name. I am midwife to the Sorrows. It sounds ill-omened, no? Midwife to Sorrows?
Well, you can always use a different weapon for long range charge magnets. Like a brush gun. Midwife? I haven't seen any children around.
The children and the old have already been evacuated from the camp. They are safe enough, unless the Whitelegs come for us in force.
What do you do when you're not delivering babies?
I tend to other hurts and sicknesses that afflict our tribe. I also scout the valley for the herbs I use in my medicines.
Let's talk about something else.
What would you speak of?
Ooh. I like your bear glove. Where can I get one?
A Sorrow's Yaoguai fist is a sacred symbol. It shows that we belong to the tribe and have willingly undertaken a dangerous quest to aid the tribe. Each Sorrow makes his own, and only after hunting and slaying a Yaoguai that threatened our people. Our shaman, Whitebird, oversees the rites. Perhaps if you spoke to him, he would allow you to undertake such a quest.
Rite of passage. Give me some info on this Daniel. Who is he?
Daniel is a wise man and a great friend to the Sorrows. He taught me to speak the language of New Canaan, the English from the holy books.
Holy books?
Yes. The language of the New Canaanites is the holy tongue, for it is the language their sacred books are written in. The Father in the caves brought it to them after the judgment, but the ancestors of the Sorrows sinned against him. They were denied the true tongue.
We've known him long.
6 years. He attended the birth of my third child. It was a hard birth. The river nearly carried my water to the Father, and my child's with it. Daniel knew the ways of New Canaan's medicine. He stepped in and saved both of our lives. After the birth, I asked Daniel if he would teach me what he knew of childbirth. He agreed, and so here I am. What would you speak of?
Tell me about your tribe.
We have dwelt in the Narrows since the end that came in fire. When the Father in the caves punished the world and made us forget the holy tongue. We have had good relations with the other tribes in the valley. At least before Salt Upon Wounds brought his Whitelegs here. We have Daniel to thank for our continued existence. His advice and help has kept the Whitelegs from overrunning us so far. I do not know how long even he can protect us, though.
What do you know about Salt Upon Wounds?
He is war chief of the Whitelegs, and the worst butcher of them all. The tribes he has crushed are many. The warriors he has slain, countless.
Countless, huh? Who or what is the Father in the cave?
Have you not heard of the god of the New Canaanites? He is our protector and our judge. He helped our ancestors find their place here in Zion. He gave us many gifts, but we are not to seek him out. His caves are forbidden to us. Those who seek them out are taken from us.
Because it's trapped, booby-trapped. It doesn't sound like what I've heard about the New Canaanites.
Perhaps you do not fully understand the New Canaanites. I have seen the Father's images. His holy bride and holy son were given unto the world to save it. They dwelt in the caverns of the mountains, caverns which can still be seen today. The people sinned against him, and were punished with the end that came in fire and the loss of the holy tongue. Only the New Canaanites were spared.
See, that's fascinating.
I'm sure Daniel could tell you more. His knowledge of the Father is greater than my own.
That's all I wanted to know for now.
Then I will look forward to our next speaking.
The weapon looks nasty. So a lot of locations in this small area.
Good. Oladus, Agassi.
Up yours too, buddy. Many random locations here, just so you can traverse around.
The dead horse has told me details about the attack on your caravan. A stranger's sympathy might not count for much, but for what it's worth, I'm sorry. The Sorrows will mourn your friends too. They mourn everyone, even the Whitelegs. They have sensitive souls. Innocent, if there is such a thing. In spite of what's happened, I hope that Joshua and I can help you out of here. But to be frank, we need your help too.
What do you know about a father in the caves?
Father in the... Oh, right. He's some spirit the Sorrows used to believe in. Watched over them from the caves in the valley. They marked some of the caves around here because they think they'll be punished for going inside. I think as more of them learn the teachings of the new Canaanites, they'll lose their old superstitions.
Father in the caves is those diaries from the survivors that we've been reading. You might want to have a chat with them. They think your Lord and the Father are the same.
Oh? Oh. Of course. How stupid of me. They probably also think Mary is the mother and Jesus is the child. No wonder they picked up on things so easily. I guess it just goes to show how difficult it is to communicate sometimes.
It's a medical assistance. Can you help?
I should be able to address most common problems. What's the matter?
It's a medical supplies.
I can provide medical assistance. I can even use supplies that we have here. But I can't just sell what we have. I need to address problems as they arise. And most of those have to do with the Sorrows or dead horses.
Most of the Sorrows and dead horses are protected. I'm out there getting shot up by Whitelegs.
Fair enough. Just be careful and hopefully you won't need these.
This guy's like nodding. Might as well take these off his hands. Here you go, Doctor. You some dynamite. And these frag mines too.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
What do you do here?
I used to help the Sorrows with various medical problems and general issues they were having, but my bishop sent me here as a missionary. We New Canaanites believe that there is a path to salvation for everyone, and it's important that we set people on that path if they are willing.
Salvation from what? The wasteland?
A spiritual wasteland, yes. We believe that before this life, our souls existed elsewhere. And after we die, our souls will leave this world. During our time here, we have the burden of choice. The choices we make determine where we go in the spirit world and how we will face judgment. New Canaanites believe, as many once did, that God was made flesh here on earth as a man named Jesus Christ. He sacrificed his life to save us. Every sin, every terrible thing that you, me, or any one of us have done for all time was washed away by his blood. We just have to accept his love. That's why we visit the tribes, to spread the good news. For all we know, we New Canaanites may be all that remains of Christ's followers.
Why don't you teach them something useful instead of filling their heads with nonsense?
We teach them practical skills for this life, and we prepare them for what's to come. The Sorrows could master all the wonders of the old world, conquer the Great Basin north to south. But without God's love, they would have nothing. It is shelter in the storm, food in times of hunger, warmth and light in the cold and darkness. What can compare to that in value and versatility? You don't agree. That's your choice. It can be their choice, too. No one is forced to follow the narrow path.
Joshua told me you needed a few things and it's everything. Why are you so eager to wreck Zion? You don't seem to be a pacifist.
There's an old saying that goes, if you want peace, get ready for war. You've got me figured half right. I'll shoot dead any white leg that tries to creep into this camp. But it's only to protect the Sorrows. The Lord helps those who help themselves. But the Sorrows don't know how. Joshua and I do. Since I got them into this mess, I need to get them out.
That's an awful lot of responsibility to take on.
The New Canaanites interfered in their lives. We did that. And we've done it before, with others. Always with good intentions, but things go wrong. When that happens, we can't just abandon them, let them die at the hands of New Canaan's enemies.
Joshua's come up with a reasonable alternative. Why not help them fight?
Joshua doesn't just want to fight the Whitelegs, he wants to annihilate them. The stakes are too high for their tribe. Hurting them won't dissuade them. If they can't join Caesar's legion, they'll die out in a generation. They've never learned how to survive. Food preservation, tanning, even basic hunting and cooking seem beyond them. They only survive by scavenging and raiding. But that can't last. They'll only stop if Joshua and the dead horses can kill their war chief and their entire war band. That's exactly what he intends to do.
What do you know of the White Legs?
They're hateful savages who live only to plunder and destroy. Their leader is a devil called Salt Upon Wounds. War is all he knows. Everything he has, everything that tribe has, was taken by force, raiding, and scavenging. It's said there's no man deadlier at close range. That power fist of his has smashed 100 skulls. Maybe that's true, but so what? It's a low form of leadership. A tribe that knows only war has no future. And so he'll lead them to Caesar.
Sure they're called White Legs and not the Green Legs? Joshua told me you needed a few things and think this is everything.
Well, I'll be. I was starting to lose hope we'd be able to get any of this, much less all of it. Tribals are smart, but, well, they're ignorant. Letting go of a taboo is difficult for them. So I knew it would have to be one of us. Turns out all it took was a Gentile, or, no offense. These supplies are a godsend. But if we're going to evacuate Zion without drawing more White Leg attention, I need you to go back into the valley. Specifically, I need you to scout out some locations for White Legs and try to recover a map of Grand Staircase, a wilderness area to the east. There's also the matter of the roads. We're going to be heading out of the east side of the park, but I'm not sure the way is clear.
2272 experience. Goddamn, goddamn. If it will get me out of here, sure.
Listen, I understand that you want to go home, but we didn't ask you to come to Zion. As far as I'm concerned, you're an uninvited guest. In better times, I'd drop everything to help you out. But I have to ensure the safety of the Sorrows first. And don't think you're alone in this. One of the Sorrows, Waking Cloud, has volunteered to help you in the valley. She's an experienced hunter and has a special gift for staying out of sight when she needs to. Should make things easier for you. After that, all that's left is to evacuate the Sorrows safe and sound. I'll give you a map and supplies, everything you need to get back home.
Explosives are always handy. Daniel has given you some pre-war mining explosives and a special detonator for them. They aren't useful as weapons, but could be used to collapse certain caves if that proves necessary in your exploration. We have 5 quests now. Still 2 more locations here.
Daniel said that I was to travel with you until you have completed your scouting. Is this pleasing to you?
Oh, good, let's go.
Certainly. We should make haste then.
Waking Cloud has given you the quiet as the waters perk. While Waking Cloud is in your party, it's much easier to sneak by the White Legs. The perception is decreased. Let's see what she has to say. How long been on the new DLC? A couple of hours. This is the second part. We had a restart on the stream.
If something of mine will help you, take it. I hope you would do the same for me. Katubiyu.
You have any family?
I do. A fine husband and 3 children. I miss them each day, but I take comfort in knowing they are safe.
Safe. Where are they?
When we learned that Salt Upon Wounds had defiled Zion with his presence, Daniel ordered the children, the old, and the sick evacuated from the camp. My husband volunteered to lead the hunters that went with them for protection. I try not to worry about them, but we have had no news for so long, and Daniel seems sad when I ask him about it. Sad and a little frightened.
I could talk to him. Maybe he'll open up more to me.
Perhaps he will. I sometimes feel he thinks he must protect me. If he has news, I would know of it. Then I will look forward to our next speaking.
Interesting. Find out what Daniel knows about the Waking Cloud's family.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
Is there any other way I can help the Soros?
If you could part with it, healing powder would be welcome. We have enough stim packs for now, but we can't rely on that small supply. Brock and Xander plants can be found throughout the valley. And you might even find some on Whitelegs you come across.
You mentioned you need healing powder. I have some if you're still interested.
Ah, that's great news. We can use anything you can offer.
Take all I have.
Your generosity is... well, I just can't thank you enough.
Tell me about the Waking Cloud's family.
What do you want to know, exactly? I'm sure she could tell you much better than I.
She said one of her births was difficult and you helped her through it.
Oh, well, that's true. Waking Cloud is a talented midwife. She certainly brought more children into the world than I have. But there are some problems she's never dealt with. One of them came up when she was having her third child, and I really didn't do much. I'm surprised she mentioned it. What,
Did you help the rest of her family leave Zion?
I did.
What's the matter? Did something happen?
Her 3 children are safe. They made it north weeks ago and met up with new Canaanites heading east. Her husband didn't make it. He died protecting their children from a Whiteleg attack. Do not tell Waking Cloud. She is one of the only Sorrows who can communicate easily with us, and her tribe needs her to be strong right now.
Don't tell her, right? This was Outer Worlds. She would all be interrupting here. I don't think you should hide this from her, but I see your point. I won't say anything.
And I don't like hiding it from her. But I'm between a rock and a hard place here. Her people... Honestly, we all need her help. As much as it pains me to say it, there will be time to mourn later.
Let's talk more later.
Until then.
Katubiu.
Go back to your people's camp.
Daniel was firm about my staying with you. Are you certain?
Yes.
If that is your wish, I cannot change your mind. I will wait for you at the Sorrows camp until you return.
With the False Choke, you have the quest to get a big corner calf. And with her, you have the about her family. do the that quest first before we continue exploring the rite of passage. Under 4 hours here.
Hola, outsider. Welcome, child of omens. You come to receive visions of truth?
What? I don't know what the Visions of Truth means.
Seek medicine plant. Return with sacred datura root. Receive visions of truth. They guide you.
Wait a minute, what if I don't want to do any of that? Okay, then I guess I'll just go then.
Go. Return, maybe yes. Return, maybe no. But go.
Bag already, I got it.
You have root of sacred datura?
I just got it, yeah. I have to take the turret here.
These roots make sacred vision tea. You drink, you see path before you. Ready?
Not yet in the moment.
Tea will wait. Me, maybe not. These roots make sacred...
Alright, let's do this.
Drink. Tea is strong. Tea is bitter. Wisdom is strong. Wisdom is bitter. You see? You go to cave. Find ghost of she. Lay ghost to rest. This your quest. Bring peace where was strife. Go.
Fucking hell, man. With Wild Wasteland, he just yells, take drugs, kill a bear. Can't face travel because Josh is waiting for us.
By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept, when we remembered Zion. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it even to the foundation. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be, that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be, that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Do you know what it means?
The second option, well, I'm guessing you're pretty mad about something. You don't want to leave Zion, you'd rather kill every last one of the White Legs.
Given those two choices, yes. In the best of all possible worlds, they would just leave us in peace. But they won't. I don't enjoy killing, but when done righteously, it's just a chore, like any other. Practiced hands make for short work. And the good Lord knows there's much to be done here.
He definitely has the good lines with the good Lord. You'll get no argument from me. These White Legs are human garbage.
They're still God's children. But if they turn against their brothers and sisters, won't listen to reason, if they pollute the Lord's temples on earth, like Zion, who are we to stand by and let them continue? Daniel does not yet see things the way we do. He is the John to our Matthew and Mark. When you have a moment, speak with him. There may still be time to save Zion from the White Legs, to keep God's children here, in this living temple. Welcome back. What can I do for you?
I have some that needs repairs.
Let me have a look.
They have anything to trade?
Yes. Take a look.
Loves the 45 pistols, right? We can have more. The ammo here at... Oh, that's the shit. Ooh, that's the shit! What do you know of assault upon wounds?
He's a butcher. Believe me, I know the godless fire that burns in his heart. I've been burned by it myself. He's not the kind to let his subordinates do all the killing. No, he likes to have a hand in it, with that spear of his. He's fashioned himself an abomination before the eyes of the Lord. I'm happy to serve as an instrument of divine justice.
Can I ask you some personal questions?
It's not something I enjoy, but I pray to God that someone may learn from my mistakes. What would you like to know?
Speech 70. Are you in much pain? Is there anything I can do to help?
You are kind to offer, but no, there's nothing you can do. We don't use chems, but I learned long ago that I'm immune to their effects. It never stops burning. My skin. Every day I have to unwind the bandages and replace them with fresh ones. Exposing my body to the air is like living through it again. But it's better to be clean than comfortable.
Were you always with New Canaanites?
I was born in Ogden, what people came to call New Canaan. Things were more peaceful when I was growing up. When I was a young man, I went out into the world to do missionary work, as all New Canaanites do. I traveled along the Long 15 and followed 89 south into Arizona. Along the way, I met two men from a group called the Followers of the Apocalypse. Edward Sallow and Bill Calhoun. They came to teach the tribes. Calhoun was a good man. Edward was the one who got us into trouble down the road.
Was one of those men a Caesar?
No, not then. Back then he was just Edward. Smart man. Young, but we all were. We thought we could hike into the Grand Canyon and talk to Blackfoots. We did. And the Blackfoots were friendly enough at first. But eventually... I've thought back to that day so many times. I must have mistranslated. Something must have been mixed up, because the Blackfoots decided we weren't going to leave. The rest is history, assuming Edward hasn't changed it.
How did you end up as Caesar's legate?
This way lies the path to hell. Caesar needed me to translate. Translation became giving orders. Giving orders became leading in battle. Leading in battle became training, punishing, terrorizing. A series of small mistakes before a great fall. And I stayed in that darkness until after Hoover Dam. After I failed Caesar and he had me burned alive, thrown into the Grand Canyon.
How did you survive?
I survived because the fire inside burned brighter than the fire around me. I fell down into that dark chasm. The flame burned on and on. The next morning, I woke up and crawled out of the northern edge of the Grand Canyon, that cursed place. It took me 3 months to reach New Canaan. It was as though the prodigal son had returned. They welcomed me like I had never left. Never done anything to shame them. The fire that had kept me alive was love. Their love. God's love. I will never be able to repay the debt I owe to them. But I must try.
Bye. What do you know about the war between Caesar and NCR?
I try not to involve myself with matters of the Mojave anymore. All I know is from before the Battle of Hoover Dam.
What do you think of NCR?
Better than Caesar, but that's not a high standard. Too much love of money and ownership. Not enough love of God and giving. Any society that derives its power and authority from the will of man alone lives apart from God and will crumble in the end.
Do you know about Mr. House?
I had heard of him, but when we were preparing to enter the Mojave, he didn't seem relevant to what was happening. From what I've learned since Hoover Dam, he handled the Mojave tribes in a fashion not entirely dissimilar from Caesar. It's too bad.
I'm guessing you don't like Caesar very much.
Love the sinner, hate the sin. With Caesar, it's often very difficult to see through all of that sin to the person inside. I can say that we were both lucky that NCR's supply lines and land routes north of Mojave Outpost were destroyed before the Battle of Hoover Dam. Something bad happened near Death Valley, at a place called the Divide. NCR couldn't cut across anymore, and it slowed down the reinforcements. Terrible storms ripped entire companies apart before they even got to Nevada soil. The aftermath of Hoover Dam could have been even worse for Caesar.
What's at the Divide?
I don't know for certain, and I don't think NCR knows either. Whatever happened at the Divide was too much for them to handle. Our Frumentari told us what they saw. Only fools and madmen would march into a place like that. All roads wind down to the same spot, the grave. They said all that's left there is a gaping wound cut into the earth, cursed and damned. No place for God-fearing folk.
The Divide blocked all of their northern land routes.
Not all of them, but they couldn't take 127 north to get around the mountains. As if Death Valley weren't enough, they had the Divide and Big Empty to deal with. From what the Legion's explorers reported, the Big Empty may as well have been a wall to any living thing approaching it.
The Divide is the final story DLC. Very fucked up place. Bye.
God be with you.
I think we can fast travel again. Okay, I would keep playing more, but I can't see that anymore. But hurts from all the seeing today, boys. We'll continue tomorrow. We are over half done already with Honest Hearts. So second half to continue. We have 3 lives, so will be close. Thank you very much, guys. Good night.